Hey everybody, trying some headphones out I got today, so hopefully you get a good sound from me. I just wanted to discuss a little something that came up. Recently I've had a couple of people quite close to me pass away, and it made me realise a little bit about how we live our lives and how we end up being remembered. The biggest problem we tend to have is that we tend to spend our entire lives doing rather than being. And we are actually called human beings, not human doings. And when you die, you will be remembered for who you were, not what you did. See, nobody will remember you for the pint you bought them in the pub, but they'll remember you for the time you spent with them with the pint you bought them. No one will remember you for the gold watch you bought them, but they'll remember you for the kind gesture of buying the watch. It's your kindness and the person you are, your kindness and what you do from your heart, your actions, your words, and the love that you spread, that's what you're remembered for. So when you die, people will remember you for all of your actions, no matter how generous you are, no matter how many things you buy for anybody, how much money you throw at them. They'll remember the action of that. See, it wasn't the money you actually gave them, it was the action of you giving them that money that touched them. It was the time you took out of your spare time to go there when they're in the most time of need and the worst time of need, and to just help them to feel a bit better. So think about that now. How would that change your perspective of how you're living your life? Generally, if you stop trying to be a human doing and start to be a human being, so the better person you become, the better actions you give each other, the better we'll be remembered when we pass away. All of us are going to die. Every single one of us on this world are going to die. Me, everybody. And I want to be remembered as a human being, not a human doing. I'm qualified to talk about these things generally because of one reason. I'm being this, not doing it. There's so many people that want to do life coaching and personal development, but what they tend to do is they tend to do life coaching as a job, as something they want to just earn money from. I've learned to be a human advisor, somebody that can offer a bit of advice, somebody that can spot imbalances in other people. And it's hard to be a friend with me because you got to be prepared to take a look at yourself, because I'm not scared to take a look at myself. I know I have faults. I know that I can make mistakes. I know that sometimes those mistakes can affect people. But I'm always willing to admit my part of the bargain if somebody else is always willing to admit their part. The hardest thing we have is when we're in relationships that sometimes can become unbalanced. So always remember that if you died tomorrow, what would you want to be remembered for? How would you want to be remembered? From the things you did, or for the person you are? Remember, be a human being, and whatever you're going to be, try and be the best version of what you can be. It's so easy to get lost up on the formats and social media and how to look and how to be and don't let anybody know how messed up you are and whatever. But that's doing, isn't it? Again. And doing things you do, like pouting. It's 30 things people do on the internet. Just relax your face, be yourself. For fuck's sake, if people can't deal with you being you, then they shouldn't be there, should they? Sorry, I swore. Apologise. I just get so passionate about this. So, just be yourself. And people say, but that is me pouting. No, pouting isn't you. Pouting is something you do. It's not something you are. It's an action. It's a doing again. doing Instagram, doing this, doing that, having a social profile, then your whole life is based upon an image. And when that image falters, you know, imagine somebody that's on Instagram and they have all of these followers and all they are is a pretty face and they have no personality. And they have a bad car accident and their face gets smashed in and they can no longer do what they do because they're no longer that pretty face anymore. And then their life all cascades and tumbles down. And then they come out and they realize they have to be spiritual because before their representation of life was full of shit, to be honest with you. The whole thing is superficial, instantaneous, self-gratifying, egotistical, and it all is just based on imagery and self-promotion, but it has nothing to do with being. It's just something people are doing. The whole world is cut on doing, and they're starting to wake up to being. So let's pass this video on and get people to realize, if you see somebody that does this, send them my link and let them look at this and hopefully they'll wake up. We all get fed up of people which are doing what we need more of in our lives, which are people which are being. Namaste. Have an amazing day. Thank you for tuning in.